Hey everybody, I wanted to show you this really super easy recipe that I make sometimes for breakfast. It's a good way to get it's just oats and eggs, but it's a good way to get your whole grains in as well as your protein, and it's super easy. So one serving of the oats is a half of a cup. I put a quarter of a cup in because that seems to be plenty for me. If you want to do a half a cup, go for it. So I'll just measure out a quarter of a cup, put in my little pan, and then I find that it tastes better if you just use the egg white. If you want to use the whole egg, go for it. But using the egg white, has less fat in it, and you're still getting, your protein, and I don't know, it just seems to mix better, in my opinion, if you use just the egg white. So just going to go ahead and crack that and then separate my egg white from the egg yolk. And there's a lot of different ways you can make this. This is kind of, in my opinion, like a base. Like, just adding your eggs and your oats. But, I mean, you can kind of do, like in regards to maybe making an apple cinnamon one. You can add some cinnamon, some chopped apples. You can do, like in the fall, you could do like a pumpkin one where you add like, some canned pumpkin and some pumpkin pie, seasoning to it. You can add berries. I mean, really, like if you use this as your base, there's a lot of different varieties that you could use to flavor this and kind of make it your own. I personally just am simple. I just cook it like this, and then I'll add a little bit of I found this at the store. It's Walden Farms brand pancake syrup, and this stuff is really interesting because it has no calories, no fat, no sugar, no carbs. I mean, it's interesting, and it doesn't taste bad either. I mean, it does taste different than the regular sugary syrup that you're used to, but it's good in my opinion. So when this is done cooking, I'll just drizzle it with that, and I'll show you that when, at the end when it's all cooked. So I'm going to take this over to the stove and get it cooking. The one thing though is sometimes I'll add a little splash of water to it because sometimes it might seem a little dry, but these eggs were a little bit bigger than what I normally get, so I may have enough liquid with the egg whites and it might be good, but just use your own judgment. Just check it out. I put it on medium heat, and just make sure you're whisking it the entire time. Like, don't stop whisking it because it could burn and just stick to the bottom of the pan and make it harder to clean up. All right, so here it is on the stovetop. I'm just, whisking it around and just keep on stirring it. It'll take, a couple of minutes to cook, but not very long. But you just want to make sure you're stirring it and stirring it. All right, and as you can see, it's getting frothier from the egg whites, but we're not done cooking, we're not done stirring, so we're going to keep on going. All right, and here it is again. It's getting frothier, and you can see the oats are starting to, get softer and cooked better. But we want to keep stirring because this is where it will definitely stick to the bottom of the pan if you don't stir. But it's almost done cooking now. Alright, and this is when it's done cooking. You can see how it kind of like clumps together and thickens up like that. So that's when I turn the heat off, take it off the burner, and call it good.
Get off of me.
Alright, so I'm done cooking my oats. My kids just woke up and you can hear them. But what I like to do to finish this off is I add 1/4 of a cup of almond milk. You can use, whatever milk you want, but that's what I use. And then, like I said, I will drizzle some of the Walden's Farm syrup on there. And I'll show you what it looks like. There you go. It's super easy, super quick, healthy, nutritious breakfast. And like I said, you can make this your own by adding, chopped apples with cinnamon. You can do berries. Oh, you could even do like a banana nut one, chopped or sliced bananas and maybe some nuts. Really, there's tons and tons of options for this simple breakfast, but it's really good. And let me know what you think when you try it. All right, have a good day. Bye.